Hey everybody, it's Summer and today I'm going to be unboxing a new snake. Alright, so I am back from FedEx and I have just picked up my new snake from Reach Out Reptiles. So I'll let you guys get a good look at the box here. Great packaging, as would be expected for them. And there was a little bit of a holdup at the FedEx facility, but I think that it was just a weird scanning error and it doesn't look like the snake suffered any kind of, distress or anything. The package looks fine, so I'm not too worried about it. And just for the record, I pretty much have switched to only shipping to hubs just because it eliminates so much time that the animal spends out in transport and kind of just reduces your chances of anything happening. Instead of going out in the truck where they could potentially get kind of delayed or sent to the wrong place, they stay at the FedEx facility, which is air conditioned and temperature controlled, so it's a little bit more peace of mind. All right, so there we go, open up, looks good, has my name on it, great packaging. And so what this looks like is a card letting me know about kind of the lineage and the tracking of this animal, giving her an ID number and kind of telling me to use that hashtag so that people can keep up with her and follow that clutch. So that's pretty cool. Nice little card there. And that's exciting. I love following along with other people's journeys too, and it would be cool to see her siblings. So very cool. All right, so now it looks like we have a card of some kind. Okay, oh, so this is the hatch certificate. They've redone those as well, great branding. So here are the details on this girl, and I'll talk a little bit more about this when I actually get her out, but she is a goat line female, so she is actually 50% mainland Sulawesi, 50% Superdwarf cross, 25% Kalatoa, 25% Karompa, and the mother was the Superdwarf, so theoretically she should stay closer to the mother's size rather than mainland size, but we'll see as she grows. All right, some little stuff. Oh my gosh, okay. She is so cute, look at her. Okay, so here she is. And of course, she's got this nice box. Of course, I'm always struggling to get these boxes open. Okay, well, that was interesting. Oh my gosh, her face is so cute. All right, she looks so adorable. So Garrett told me ahead of time that she was in shed. So she's probably not as bright and vibrant as she kind of should be. Whoa, okay, a little scared. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna calm her down just a little bit. Let her get comfortable. She's been through a lot. So I will for sure do an update in a couple of days after, maybe a week or so after she sheds. But she is the goat line, like I mentioned. So the idea behind that cross was Garrett was wanting to put the kind of classic ideal wild type retic look into a smaller size. So a lot of the Superdwarf crosses with the mainland is for morphs, right? They're trying to get these morphs into the smaller, more manageable size retics. But the goal of this one was to kind of make the quintessential reticulated python really kind of standard but classic, like the look that everybody wants in a small size. So he picked a Banteng male, which is a kind of sub-locality of the Sulawesis, one of the more desirable looks for a wild type retic. So generally they'll have like really black outlines, thick black outlines, a lot of yellow on the head, and then mix that with the smallest possible Superdwarf. Superdwarfs are amazing and they're beautiful in their own right, but they do have a very distinct look. A lot of people are not as much of a fan of that Superdwarf look. They want their retic to look like a mainland retic, but the problem is they get gigantic. So ideally, this animal will develop all those colors, and you can already see compared to a Superdwarf pattern, this is very different. I mean, it has a Superdwarf influence. It's a lot of saddles, and it's a little bit aberrant, but definitely thicker black outlines. And even in shed, you can see a lot of color. And the other big difference is the head shape. So you see here, she's got a really short snout compared to the Superdwarfs, which have a kind of longer, more narrow head. So that's a little bit different as well. But wow, she is just amazing. I cannot wait to see what she looks like after she sheds. I am so excited, and she seems to be doing great. I don't see any issues with her. She looks perfect. She's very alert, very active, tongue flicking, very curious. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her set up in her quarantine, and then I will let you guys know how she does. All right, so here she is after her shed. I gave her a couple days just to settle down, but I did want to show everybody in natural lighting what her colors look like, all fresh and clean. And she's already so beautiful. Look at those bright yellows coming in on the sides there, kind of oranges. And then the bold blacks are just amazing. And again, just so atypical of a Superdwarf. They usually have a very thin black outline, and this is definitely way thicker and bolder than what I see, for instance, on Giles, who is a pure Superdwarf. So really happy with her already. She's a little shy, but she's coming around. And of course, I'm trying not to mess with her too much because she is in quarantine and I want to let her get settled. But the little bit that I have interacted with her, she is very sweet and very curious. And obviously right now, I've been holding her for maybe 5 minutes as I set up this camera and stuff, and she's just kind of decided to chill on my hand. So yeah, she's a cute little girl, and I am so excited to have her. Thank you so much, Garrett, and everyone else at the Reach Out Reptiles team for sending her my way. I cannot wait to watch her grow up. I'm really excited to see how she develops in comparison to Giles, because I've had him for over a year now, and he's actually just about like exactly 1 year older than her. So it'll be interesting to compare her growth and her personality and her behavior and all of that with him. Oh, and by the way, her name is Billy because the goat line. So everybody meet Billy.